I know what you're thinking. I've fallen for another clickbait video. You only click to see what the bait was, right? Well, it's not. I'm about to tell you the most important thing you can know. Before I can do that, though, you need to understand something else that has happened to your brain over the course of several years. I know you know what I'm talking about. Why is it harder now to figure out how to get people on the moon than it was decades ago? Why are flying cars not everywhere? We make game shows that make fun of adults who are not as smart as 5th graders. We've all seen those late night talk show interviews on the street that prove people are dumb. I know you can argue about why these things are, and I'm not trying to be all doom and gloom. It's just that at first you need to know how we got this way. People once upon a time figured out that if they recorded information in a book, it could then be shared and preserved. Then came along libraries and other ways to organize this abundance of information. Then came the internet, the World Wide Web, the new boob tube. Now we have everything. Everyone has shared all in one place. Our brain's subconscious can relax now. Most people go about their lives not worried about how much they know these days, but rather how well they can find and use the information to solve problems. Now, this will still require you to know some lingo, and some experience will count a lot too. I'm not trashing this method of getting things done, but you could do better. What if I told you there was a way to improve your memory by about 25 to 50% on average, and all you would need to unlock this capability was to know something? That thing is what I'm about to tell you right now. It's not a code, key, or password. It doesn't cost anything. There won't be installments of $19.99. It's an understanding. It's knowing this. The internet, libraries, schools, books may all be gone someday soon. It could be a natural disaster like global fires or a super solar flare, who knows? The important thing to know is that it will all be gone. Now, whether this is true or not doesn't really matter. Your brain has to just know it. Even down to your subconscious. In other words, you need to believe it. I mean really believe. If you do this right, in the coming weeks, months, years, you'll see improvements in long-term memory storage and retrieval that are permanent. And a few friends and family I've tested this on, including myself, of course, have improved memory improvements of about 25 to 50%, after I've talked to some people. They say at first, they did experience a little bit of paranoia or some sort of things, just from feeling smarter, I guess, or whatever. But it passes, and it's well worth it. Some people say more money, more problems. I wouldn't think more brain, more problems. I think you'll find you need more time for things as it sets in. And in the end, I think this is a good thing for our planet's population to know right now. We need it now more than ever, if you ask me. Well, that's it. Pretty simple, right? Now, I guess I could pass out some homework to people for the next few weeks until I release another key. There are other important things to know that will unlock your brain in certain ways. But let's see. How about an anti-grav system? That'd be cool. Like I said, I don't have time for all these things now. All the things I know about and how to make and everything, it's insane. So I'm just going to start throwing things out there and ideas and thoughts that I've had, But basically, if we wanted to make an anti-grav system, basically it works like this. Imagine a couple large PVC like hula hoops. Okay. Now take some railgun technology and place it inside the hula hoops without the sled. The ammo part that shoots your stuff. So you just have two rails. Okay, and they're inside. Okay. Now fill the hula hoops with mercury and attach pressure valves on the inside the hammer. Good. Yeah. And you'll attach them together and reverse the polarity on one of them. Okay. Now, as you apply voltage, the hoops will weigh less because it's going to spin them. Now, if you engineer this better so that the hoops don't fly apart at higher voltage, it will leave the ground. This can be applied on a much larger scale. It may look like a ball of light at certain power outputs due to an energy field that you produce by the effects. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of this myself, so I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen. I've just made some theoretical things. Anyway, so yeah, bring on the fine sausage, guys. Let's see what you can do. I'm going to show you some more stuff. There's drive engine technology. I'm going to share. You can make water out of thin air by taking air conditioning units and rerouting the ventilation so you propagate more condensation. So that, you took out some solar cells, batteries, and an AC unit, and you put the thing together, right? You're making water out of thin air. You could do this in places. I don't know why. Don't worry about trying to cool off Africa. Just, hey, you can get people fresh, clean water. Just a thought. There's a lot of stuff we can do, people. Until next week, I will talk to you about it then. This has been fun. I hope I changed the world. I hope the word spreads. I've always been more of a seed dropper with information. I never really wanted to be out in the public's eye. But, things happen. Anyway, here's this. I'll talk to you guys later.